Welcome back to another episode with ByrdAdatto. As you can see, we are still quarantined in our houses here in Dallas, but still enjoying it at this moment. I guess we're still enjoying it. And Michael, we have a special guest again today. Would you be so happy to introduce her?
Yeah, so Jessica, I believe you are our first repeat guest because you
Ooh,
shot a portal video for us for our Access Plus members recently. So Jessica Nunn is with the Skytale group, and we have known Jessica for a long time. In fact, we first met Jessica through mutual clients, and we're so impressed with her and her ability to help that she's been a resource for ByrdAdatto since we started our firm back in 2015, and then we continue to work together with mutual clients, and so Jessica is here again to share some wisdom.
Yeah, and today we're going to be talking about a lot of different things from the Skytale can help us with. One of the things that Jessica actually does talk often about is working with your cash flow management. But we did shoot a video yesterday with Jay Riera, our partner, really kind of hitting those particular pieces. So we actually wanted to bring Jessica in here for some other pieces that we thought she could definitely talk to us about.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth, even though Jay touched on it last time, just Jessica, for you to touch on. Everyone in the medical industry is not everyone, many are closed, and almost everyone is in need of cash right now. And so just some ideas on what people can be doing or thinking about in terms of working capital.
yeah. So, the really the main goal right now needs to be conserving your cash and letting that runway last as long as you can. And then thinking about the fact that we don't know how long this will go. That's really the bottom line. There's so many unknowns, not only among our industry we work with, but just in the world in general. So we have to be prepared for today, and we have to be prepared for months from now. We don't have any idea how long the ramp up will be. So when we kind of break that apart into two pieces, how can we be prepared for access to capital today? We've been saying, what do you have? What cash do you have? What expenses, I know Jay went into this, can you immediately cut? What banks will help you pause loans? What landlords will help you? And what vendors will help you? So have those conversations and understand how you can conserve as much cash as possible. And then the second part is getting access to cash. So, most of our clients have a line of credit. We recommend that you have a rainy day line of credit. It's raining right now. So, consider either drawing from it and having that cash in your checking account, or just at least understand how much you have. And when you know how much you have and you know how much you can cut from what you're spending, then you have a better idea of how long will this last. And if you do have some time, if then another option that exists based on what's in we can get to this part with the CARES credit and what's being passed. But I would say for right now, accumulate the cash that you have and sort of make a plan.
Yeah, and that's a perfect segue. As we're shooting this video, there is a stimulus package out there. I'm going to try to remember the stimulus. Coronavirus Aid Relief and Economic Security Act, or known as CARES Act, as you mentioned. As shooting this video, appears that it will pass. It has not passed at this moment, but again, as things happen around here, things happen faster, we can get content out. So by the time you're viewing this video, it may have passed. But a lot of us have been following, and I know, Jessica, you have been too. And there's a lot in this bill, so we're not going to cover all the pieces. But for someone who's an owner of a business, what are certain things on the SBA loan side that you're seeing that they should be paying attention to?
Yes, well, and you've been hearing a lot of, I've never said the words SBA loan in the past week that I have in my entire life. Typically, in this industry, a lot of our clients are not forced to work with the SBA and get SBA loans. And I know that you've heard a lot about this disaster recovery loan. Many of you have probably applied for those. And similar to that, this CARES Act proposes an SBA loan with a low interest rate, a long term, which when your term is long, it means your payments are low. So we like that. It also proposes no payments for a year. So that helps us manage our cash even longer. So that's good. I've also heard, this is as of yesterday, my research yesterday, so who knows what they did overnight while we were sleeping, but no personal guarantees. That's really important for our business owners who may be stressed out, right, at home and in the office. So no personal guarantees. And then the most popular point of discussion on this loan is that part of it can be forgiven. So the amount of the loan that you use to cover payroll and loan payments that you had from before all of this craziness can potentially be forgiven. So I know our clients are excited about that. We still TBD, right? We don't know exactly how that's going to work or play out, but it's an important consideration when you're trying to figure out what to do with your staff right now. So hopefully this will pass and we'll have more guidance on that. But let me describe to you how this is going to work. So the loan that you guys have been hearing about over the past couple of days, the disaster recovery loan, you've probably your banker or you go to a website to apply for that. The website's crashing, right? We can't get into the website. This is a huge problem. So this new CARES SBA loan actually happens through regular banks. So it's an expansion of an existing SBA product called 7A. So banks are familiar with this product. So you won't be going online to a website, thank goodness. You'll be calling your banker. So hopefully a little bit easier to do this. There'll still be mounds of paperwork, so I want you to be prepared to spend some time filling out paperwork. Also, let's get organized. You'll need 2 to 3 years tax returns for your business, 2 to 3 years tax returns personally. You'll need a personal financial statement, right, which is a list of the assets and liabilities for you personally. So we need to get organized. And the second thing we need to do is call our lender, just the bank that we bank with the most. Call them and ask if they're an SBA preferred provider. Because if they are, those are the people that you're going to be making this loan through. If they're not, they can likely refer you to one. So the second this passes, or get in front of it, right? Call your banker. Are you a preferred provider? But make sure they don't send you to that disaster relief loan, because as far as we understand it right now, you can't have both. If it's me, I'd rather have the one where part of the loan's forgiven and you don't have to pay for a year. So and I'll tell you, I've talked with several bankers in the last few days. They're not even aware this is coming, a lot of them. So, you got to stay on top of this, keep listening to ByrdAdatto videos, keep getting advice so that you can be aware when it opens up and call your banker and get moving on it.
Yeah, and thank you for the plug. We didn't pay you extra for that, so we appreciate it. But I think all those are great points, Jessica. Michael, I don't know if you have any other wrap-up thoughts before we sign off today.
The one thing that jumped off the page, we've talked about this a few times this week, is that, how are we going to respond with what's happening? And, a lot of our clients are in a position where they're completely shut down or, significantly shut down. And I loved Jessica's advice to start getting this stuff together. Most people have been through a bank loan before and know that it's not a fun process. And so getting in front of that and getting those things together now will just help you get through the process faster when it does become available.
100% agree. Use this time, your downtime, as best you can. Well, I think that's all the time we have.
Yeah, get organized financially.
Yes. Again,
you need to do it anyway.
Thank you, Jessica, for joining us, and appreciate you spending some time with us this afternoon. And we look forward to seeing another probably video in the near future. And thanks again.
And Jessica, real fast, tell everyone how they can get in touch with you if they need help with any of that budgeting or organizing.
Yeah, sure. So, and I want you guys to know too, that our website, www.skytalegroup.com, SKYTALE group.com, we've been pushing out information too. So, if you want to read more, we have a blog there with all of our information, and we also have our contact information there.
Awesome.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank y'all.